What are you doing down there? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to do a rotation. Right, let's get you somewhere where you can see the board. Alright, let's plonk you just up there. Okay, so as I said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a rotation. So in your GCSE exam, they're going to ask you to rotate a shape. They're going to put specifications on that. So we need to know, A, how far are we going to rotate that shape? So in our example, we're going to do 90 degrees. And we need to know what direction. So for this one, we're going to do clockwise. Now, a way to remember which way clockwise is, you look at a clock, whatever way the hands go round is clockwise. So if you forget, you get stuck, you look for your clock in the exam hall, job done. So lucky for you, you get given tracing paper in your GCSE exam. So we're going to hold up the tracing paper and we're going to cover up our shape and then draw over it, which I'm going to do now. So I'm drawing over my shape on top of my tracing paper. Right, so now what they do in the exam, they'll ask you to rotate your shape around a certain point. Well, the first point we're going to look at is the point 0, 0, or the centre. And that is found where the two axes cross, right here. Now, when asked to rotate around a point, what a really good tip to help you remember and stop you getting stuck is if you draw an up arrow along the y-axis, so an up arrow along the y-axis just like this, you can now see how far you've rotated. So I'm rotating 90 degrees clockwise. I merely look at my arrow and I watch it, and as soon as my arrow is lined up with the 90-degree angle here, so it's gone on the x-axis, I can see it's turned 90 degrees. Very, very clear, very easy. If I want to turn 180 degrees, I just continue moving my arrow. I keep going down and the arrow is pointing downwards, 180 degrees. Once my shape is in the position I want it, I just literally draw over the top. Now, sometimes they may not ask you to rotate it around the centre point. They might ask you to rotate it around, say, point 1, minus 1, say. Okay? Or 1, 1, rather. They might ask you to rotate around 1, 1. So if that point 1, 1 is here, I do exactly the same thing. I get my piece of tracing paper, I draw around my shape, but this time I put my pen on the point 1, 1, and I rotate my shape around that point. And that way, I can quite easily see where my new shape is going to end up. And that, ladies and gentlemen, in a nutshell, is rotation.